The Jesus Story, Chapter 6, Commissioning the 12, More Sabbath Healings, Warnings, Feeding 5,000. Jesus gave the disciples these instructions and then sent them out to preach on their own for a while. They took only their clothes, no supplies. The people who helped them would be blessed. If they were not welcomed, they shook the dust from their feet when they left the town. Jesus gave them power to work miracles. They didn't worry what to say. God gave them the words. Jesus healed a lady who'd been bent over 18 years on the Sabbath. The religious leaders said, "There are 6 days to work." Jesus called them out. "If any one of you lost a donkey in the ditch on the Sabbath, you'd hop right in and work away to get him out. You are hypocrites." Jesus followed, saying, "Many who seem great now will be least in the kingdom of heaven." Jesus had dinner at a high-ranking religious official's house. A sick, swollen man was there. It was the Sabbath again. Jesus asked the religious leaders, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" When they didn't answer, Jesus healed the man. Jesus noticed people taking seats at the front of the room. He advised, better take a back seat and be invited forward than to start up front and get asked to move back. Jesus got a warning. King Herod was after him. Herod had already killed John the Baptist by this time. Herod's wife wanted John the Baptist's head on a platter. She got it with the sensuous appeal of her daughter. Jesus waved the warning off. "Tell that fox I will do what I do. It wouldn't be right for a prophet to die anywhere but Jerusalem." Jesus did leave town, though, and 5,000 people came to see him. It was a logistical nightmare. His disciples were in a ruffle. Jesus turned a basket of bread and fish into enough to feed everyone, and they had 12 full baskets left over. After this, Jesus stayed back to be alone for a while. The men left in a boat. They ran into trouble in a storm. Jesus walked out on the water. Peter tried to join Jesus but sank. Jesus lifted Peter into the boat and calmed the storm. Next thing they knew, they were on shore with a big crowd. Jesus knew free food was the main draw. Jesus said he was the bread of life. "If you believe in me, you won't be hungry or thirsty. I am the true bread from heaven. The bread I give you is my flesh." Okay, so that's some hard preaching. By the end of the day, all 5,000 plus went home confused. Jesus asked his disciples, "Will you go home?" Peter answered, "Lord, we don't have anywhere else to go." "Me either,"